We are currently researching oak forests of the eastern U.S. with a focus on oak forests of western New York. This summer, we are very excited. We're sending 4 research assistants out into the field, all in an effort to understand better what's going on in these oak forests. Are we seeing that oak is regenerating, that oak is replacing itself, or are we seeing that other species are taking the place of oak?
We're traveling to somewhere between 150 and 180 pre-selected forest sites in the broader Geneseo Valley. At each site, we hike in to the location. We set up sampling quads on the ground, and we take a variety of different measurements. We sample the trees and look at their size. We identify their species and their density in the forest. And we also take soil samples. And importantly, we take a tree core from one tree at each sample site using an increment borer to extract tree ring data.
Tree rings are giving us a lot of information about oak forests. They give us the age of that oak tree. It also gives us the growth patterns of that oak tree. So what we can perhaps assess is the date when a lot of oak trees established. During summer 2017, we collected a lot of historical baseline data on oak forests, on environmental conditions. It is possible that some of these forests that we are studying are the result of past land use practices of Native Americans. We're investigating really the cultural significance of oak trees. We are perhaps going to be able to tell what forests in western New York are the product of past land use practices of Native Americans, such as burning and clearing. That is one of the possible big outcomes of this research.
I really liked that it included physical geography and human geography, because that was essentially the reason why I chose geography. Is you can study natural science but also people, and this project combines both of those things. Biogeography with the trees, but also the human aspect with Native American land use legacies.
It's really easy to do research as an undergrad at Geneseo, and all the professors are really open to having people work with them and work on their projects. I'm a bio major, but I am really interested in geography, and this is great because it's direct geography experience.
One thing that we talk about in geography is field truthing, and this has been a really great opportunity for that because we've talked about this research before in their classes, and they've just explained it to us in different presentations, but then once you actually go into the field and you test things out, it really reshapes your research questions and your methods. And it's one thing to do something on paper, but then it's another thing to actually test it out in real life.
Especially now when we're sanding the core samples we have, we can clearly see what we've learned in our biogeography class. It's definitely going to be exciting once all the data gets collected and the papers get published, and to see the final results.
It's cool to be part of a project that's really new too. There's been literature in the past that's kind of touched on this, but nothing that's really spearheaded this topic the way that this grant research has.
Here we like to think that this is a very small community, a community of learning, but it's exceptional in that we get to introduce students to these major research projects in which they're actually producing new knowledge.